Hello everyone, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today's Tribute USA. We're so glad to have you here with us today. In this video, we're honoring the incredible legends who have recently left us. These remarkable individuals touched so many lives, and their legacies will live on forever. Before we begin, please support our channel by giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing, and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss our future tributes. Your support truly means a lot to us. Now, let's come together to celebrate and remember these unforgettable icons. Let's get started.
The ring has fallen silent. The crowd's roar has subsided. Hulk Hogan, born Terry Gene Bollea, the man who changed the face of wrestling and became a cultural icon, has passed away at the age of insert age. His larger-than-life persona, his booming voice, and his relentless charisma dominated the world of sports entertainment, making him one of the most recognized and beloved figures in history. Born on August 11, 1953, in Augusta, Georgia, Terry Bollea was destined for greatness. With a towering frame, natural athleticism, and an undeniable presence, Hogan's journey into professional wrestling began in the late 1970s. But it was in the 1980s that he transformed not just wrestling, but pop culture itself. In 1984, Hogan captured the world's imagination when he became the face of the World Wrestling Federation (WWF), later known as WWE. His signature bandanas, his trademark mustache, and his relentless Hulkamania persona made him an instant phenomenon. Fans around the world embraced Hogan's powerful slogan, "Say your prayers and take your vitamins," and his sheer, unstoppable energy became synonymous with the sport itself. In the 1980s, Hulk Hogan was the biggest star in the world of wrestling, drawing record-breaking crowds to arenas and headlining WrestleMania, the grandest stage of them all. His rivalries with other legends like Roddy Piper, Andre the Giant, and the Ultimate Warrior captivated fans and pushed the sport into mainstream visibility, making it a global spectacle. But Hulk Hogan was more than just a wrestler. He became an entertainer, transcending the ring with appearances in movies like Rocky III and his own television series, Thunder in Paradise. His persona was everywhere, on the cover of magazines, in commercials, and even on the big screen. The world recognized him not just as a wrestler, but as a cultural phenomenon. Throughout his career, Hogan was a six-time WWF World Heavyweight Champion, and his matches were etched into the annals of wrestling history. His famous showdown against Andre the Giant at WrestleMania III is still considered one of the greatest moments in sports entertainment, an iconic image of Hogan body-slamming the 520-pound giant, forever solidifying his legacy. Even as wrestling evolved, Hulk Hogan's name never faded. His transition to WCW in the 1990s, his iconic heel turn as part of the New World Order (NWO), and his resurgence as a legend in the sport proved that his influence could not be contained by any ring, any organization, or any era. Off the mat, Hogan was a philanthropist, advocating for children's charities and supporting various causes. His connection with fans was deep, as his positive messages and larger-than-life persona reached beyond the squared circle. He became an inspiration to millions young and old alike. And yet, despite his global success, it was his connection to the fans that made him immortal. Hogan understood that wrestling wasn't just about physical prowess. It was about creating a connection, a shared experience, and a sense of unity for all those who followed him through thick and thin. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. Your legacy will live on not just in the ring, but in the hearts of every person who ever shouted, "Hulkamania is running wild." You were more than a wrestler. You were a symbol of strength, resilience, and unity. You gave us a place to dream, to cheer, and to believe. When we look back at the golden era of wrestling, your name will forever be the first to come to mind. The immortal one will never be forgotten. Chuck Mannion, the celebrated jazz musician whose smooth flugelhorn melodies captured the hearts of millions, has passed away at the age of 84. Known for his Grammy-winning sound, his timeless hit "Feels So Good," and his unparalleled artistry, Chuck Mannion leaves behind a musical legacy that transcended jazz and became woven into the fabric of popular culture. Chuck was born on February 7, 1941, in Chicago, Illinois, where jazz was in the air and every corner hummed with rhythm. Growing up in the heart of a city that bred jazz giants, Chuck's love for music was innate. His passion for the flugelhorn, an instrument that would become his voice, began at a young age. He studied at the Chicago Conservatory of Music, where his technical skill grew alongside his desire to innovate. By the time Chuck was in his 20s, he was already a rising star. His unique, velvety flugelhorn sound began to set him apart from other horn players. He wasn't just playing the notes, he was speaking through his music, communicating emotions that words couldn't capture. In the 1960s, Chuck began performing with jazz greats like Herbie Hancock, Miles Davis, and Bill Evans, refining his craft in the most illustrious company. But it wasn't until his breakout album, Feels So Good, released in 1977, that he truly made his mark. The album, with its signature tune of the same name, became an anthem not just for jazz lovers, but for an entire generation. Feels So Good became a defining track, resonating across genres, from jazz enthusiasts to pop radio stations. It was smooth, soulful, and exhilarating, a track that captured the joy of life through the shimmer of Chuck's flugelhorn. Its melody became a permanent fixture in jazz history, still playing in clubs, cafes, and playlists across the world. Today, Chuck Mannion didn't just create music, he shaped an era. His ability to blend the raw emotional depth of jazz with the broad appeal of popular music made him a beloved figure in both worlds. He was honored with Grammy Awards, music accolades, and deep respect from musicians, producers, and fans alike. But what truly set Chuck apart was his soulful touch. He had a rare ability to connect through sound, evoking feelings of warmth, nostalgia, and elation with every note he played. Whether in a live performance or on a studio recording, his flugelhorn wasn't just an instrument, it was an extension of himself. Each phrase he played told a story. In later years, Chuck became an advocate for young musicians, dedicating much of his time to mentorship and teaching. He believed in the power of jazz to heal, to inspire, and to bring people together. His humility and generosity of spirit were as evident as his musical brilliance. And now, as we mourn his passing, we also celebrate his legacy. Rest in peace, Chuck Mannion. Your music was a bridge between generations, between genres, and between souls. Your flugelhorn played not just in concert halls, but in the hearts of anyone who ever felt the rhythm of life. You have left behind a treasure trove of sound, immortal and ever vibrant. Your melodies will live on. And whenever we hear Feel So Good, we'll smile, knowing you've left us the greatest gift of all, music that will never fade. The music world has lost one of its most iconic and influential figures. Ozzy Osbourne, the English singer and songwriter known as the Prince of Darkness, has passed away at the age of 76. With his undeniable presence, wild persona, and a voice that helped define the sound of rock and heavy metal, Ozzy's impact on music and popular culture will be felt forever. Born John Michael Osbourne on December 3, 1948, in Birmingham, England, Ozzy's early life was far from glamorous. Growing up in a working-class family, Ozzy faced personal struggles and hardships that would later fuel the intensity and rawness of his music. But it was in the world of rock where Ozzy would find his true calling. In 1968, he joined Black Sabbath, a band that would go on to become one of the most influential and groundbreaking in rock history. With their heavy, dark sound and haunting lyrics, Black Sabbath revolutionized the music industry. Ozzy's distinctive voice, combined with the band's pioneering style, gave birth to the heavy metal genre. Tracks like Iron Man, Paranoid, and War Pigs became anthems for generations, and Ozzy's role in the band's success made him a living legend. But Ozzy wasn't content with simply being part of Black Sabbath's legacy. 1979, he left the band to embark on a solo career that would solidify his status as a rock icon. His solo albums, like Blizzard of Oz 1980 and Diary of a Madman 1981, introduced the world to hits such as Crazy Train and Mr. Crowley, songs that remain staples in the world of rock music to this day. His stage presence, eccentric behavior, and distinctive voice turned him into an international superstar. Beyond his music, Ozzy became a cultural phenomenon. His outrageous antics, unforgettable interviews, and larger-than-life persona made him a fixture of tabloid headlines and reality TV. His hit show, The Osbournes, which aired from 2002 to 2005, gave fans a look inside his personal life, showcasing the wild chaos and humor that came with being the Prince of Darkness. Ozzy's unfiltered personality made him relatable, showing the world that even a rock god could have a goofy side. Despite the controversies and personal struggles that marked much of his career, ranging from battles with addiction to health issues, remained one of the most beloved figures in rock history. His resilience, his willingness to overcome obstacles, and his dedication to his fans made him not only a survivor but a true symbol of strength. Throughout his career, Ozzy Osbourne received countless accolades, including Grammy Awards, MTV Music Awards, and a place in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But beyond the awards, Ozzy's true legacy lies in the generations of fans who found solace, strength, and a sense of identity in his music. Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. You were not just a rock star, you were a revolutionary, a trailblazer, and a voice of rebellion for all who ever felt like outsiders. Your music will forever live on in the hearts of those who scream Crazy Train in their cars and headbang to the riffs that have transcended time. The darkness may have been your domain, but your light will never fade. The Prince of Darkness has left the building, but his legacy will remain eternal. The entertainment world has lost a true gem, a man whose presence on screen was as unforgettable as his smile. Rene Kirby, the talented actor and gymnast, known for his charismatic roles in films like Shallow Hal and Stuck on You, has passed away at the age of insert age. His performances were filled with heart, humor, and a unique charm that endeared him to audiences for decades. Born on insert date of birth, Rene's journey into entertainment began in a unique way. The world of gymnastics, his athleticism, grace, and discipline would serve him well when he transitioned to acting, bringing an energy to his roles that was both dynamic and sincere. With his standout performance as Walt in the 2001 comedy Shallow Hal, Rene made an indelible mark on Hollywood. He was part of a cast that included Jack Black and Gwyneth Paltrow, and though the film's premise centered on physical appearance and inner beauty, Rene's portrayal of Walt was deeply grounded in authenticity, bringing both laughter and a sense of humanity to the screen. His role in Shallow Hal showcased his rare ability to blend physical comedy with emotional depth. Rene's charm wasn't just in his looks, but in the way he portrayed a character whose joy and positivity were contagious. He made Walt not just memorable, but relatable, a reminder that beauty and worth come from within. But Shallow Hal was just one of many highlights in Rene's career. He also had notable roles in Stuck on You, the 2003 comedy from the Farrelly brothers, where he brought his distinctive energy to a supporting role that had audiences laughing and rooting for him every moment. He also made a memorable appearance on HBO's Carnival, where his versatility shone through as he tackled a dramatic and intense role, showcasing his range as an actor who could effortlessly transition between humor and more serious material. Rene Kirby's acting career was marked by his authenticity, warmth, and undeniable charm. He had a natural gift for finding the heart of his characters and connecting with audiences in a way that felt personal and real. Whether he was making us laugh or offering a quiet moment of reflection, Rene always brought something special to his roles. Off-screen, he was known for his kindness, humility, and the deep respect he had for the art of acting. His colleagues often spoke about his collaborative spirit and how he made every set feel like a family. He didn't just play his roles, he inhabited them, bringing his own light into every scene. Though Rene may not have always been in the spotlight, his work has endured. His performances remain beloved by fans who remember him not just for his talent, but for the humanity he brought to his roles. Rest in peace, Rene Kirby. You may have left us far too soon, but your characters will never be forgotten. You showed us that the truest charm comes from within and that laughter can always heal. You will always be remembered for the heart, humor, and grace you brought to both the screen and the world. Your legacy will live on in every laugh, every tear, and every moment of joy you brought into our lives. The world of television has lost a talented and resilient actor whose life story is one of remarkable strength and dedication. Henry Sapes, the gifted actor whose journey began in a Swiss refugee camp during World War II, passed away at the age of insert age. His extraordinary life was a testament to perseverance, and his career in Australian and British television has left an indelible mark on the entertainment world. Born in 1942 in a refugee camp in Switzerland, Henry's early life was shaped by the turmoil of war. His family, fleeing the devastation of World War II, faced challenges that most of us can scarcely imagine. However, Henry's spirit remained unbroken. At the age of 8, he moved with his family to Sydney, Australia, where they found a new beginning. In a city full of new opportunities, Henry's resilience became his foundation, and he began to embrace the world of acting, a world that would eventually become his passion and his career. Henry's love for the arts was nurtured in his new home, and he quickly became a familiar face in both Australian and British television. With his unique background, he brought a depth of understanding to his roles, often drawing from his own experiences of displacement and survival. His performances were marked by a quiet intensity, a presence that made his characters not only believable but unforgettable. In Australia, Henry's career flourished, and he became a beloved figure on the small screen. His roles in popular shows such as A Country Practice and The Sullivans made him a household name, endearing him to audiences with his depth of character and nuanced performances. He wasn't just an actor, he was a storyteller who spoke to the heart of what it meant to struggle, to belong, and to survive. Henry's talent was not confined to the Australian television industry. His move to Britain allowed him to expand his reach and showcase his abilities on a global stage. He appeared in several British television dramas, often playing characters that reflected his complex and multifaceted personality. His ability to embody both the strength and vulnerability of his roles made him a favorite among directors and fellow actors alike. Off-screen, Henry was known for his humility and kindness. Despite his success, he never lost touch with the values of his humble beginnings. He became a mentor to younger actors, sharing the wisdom he had gained from his own experiences, both personal and professional. Henry understood the importance of resilience, and he carried that lesson with him throughout his career. Henry's legacy, however, extends far beyond his acting. His life journey from a refugee camp to a celebrated career in television. As a beacon of hope and inspiration to all who faced adversity, he showed the world that no matter the challenges life presents, the human spirit can overcome them, and greatness can be achieved through perseverance and passion. Rest in peace, Henry Sapes. Your life was a testament to the strength of the human spirit. Your work in television will continue to inspire and touch the hearts of audiences for generations to come. From the refugee camp to the stage, your journey proved that no matter where you start, it's where you end up that truly defines you. Your resilience, kindness, and talent will never be forgotten. Your legacy will live on through the stories you told and the lives you touched. On a quiet day, the world lost a man who had touched millions of hearts through the screen. Malcolm Jamal Warner, the talented actor, director, and musician, best known for his role as Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show, has passed away at the age of 54. His warmth, versatility, and genuine presence not only made him a beloved figure but cemented his place as one of television's most cherished stars. Born on August 18, 1970, in Jersey City, New Jersey, Malcolm's career began in the early years of his life. With a love for the arts and a supportive family, he made his debut as a child actor, but it was the role of Theo Huxtable, the lovable, awkward, and relatable son of Cliff and Claire Huxtable, that would define his career. When The Cosby Show first aired in 1984, it became an instant phenomenon. As Theo, Malcolm brought a sense of authenticity and heart to the role, portraying a teenager struggling with school, relationships, and self-identity. His portrayal wasn't just funny, it was real. Audiences didn't just watch Theo, they related to him, finding comfort in his imperfections and strength in his growth. Malcolm Jamal Warner's portrayal of Theo was a reflection of the everyman, and in doing so, he became a symbol of the joy, challenges, and triumphs of family life. Through the success of The Cosby Show, Malcolm became a household name, and his role as Theo Huxtable became one of the most iconic in television history. But unlike many child stars, Malcolm didn't get stuck in a box. He evolved, he grew, and he expanded his horizons. After The Cosby Show, he explored new roles and took on the responsibility of not only being an actor but also a director and producer. He starred in the sitcom Malcolm and Eddie, where he played opposite Eddie Griffin, showing off his comedic chops. He took on dramatic roles in series like The People v. O.J. Simpson and Suits, demonstrating his versatility as an actor and his ability to adapt to different genres. But beyond acting, Malcolm Warner was a multifaceted artist, a talented musician and spoken-word poet. His soulful and introspective music and poetry reflected his personal growth, and his words resonated with people from all walks of life. In addition to his professional accomplishments, Malcolm remained a beloved figure to his fans, who cherished his honesty, humility, and the realness he brought to the characters he portrayed. In interviews and on social media, he always took the time to speak to his fans, reflecting his genuine desire to connect and inspire. Malcolm's influence extended far beyond the television screen. He didn't just entertain, he shaped culture. He was part of a generation of black actors and entertainers who showed the world that the black experience was not a monolith. Through his work, he showcased nuance, depth, and humanity that made him a beloved figure across racial, social, and cultural divides. Rest in peace, Malcolm. You were more than just Theo Huxtable. You were a beacon of warmth, grace, and authenticity in a world that often needs more of all three. Your career taught us the power of evolving, the importance of staying true to who you are, and above all, how to lead with heart. And whenever we see a family, we'll remember the Huxtables, because you made us believe in the beauty of love, understanding, and the strength of family. The heart of the Huxtables will live on. The world of law has lost one of its most brilliant and influential figures, Roy Black. The renowned attorney, known for his commanding courtroom presence and razor-sharp legal mind, has passed away at the age of 80. A titan in American law, Roy Black's legacy is defined by his unflinching commitment to justice and his remarkable ability to defend some of the most high-profile and controversial clients in history. Born on insert date of birth, Roy Black's journey into law began with a desire to make an impact in the world. After earning his law degree from Harvard Law School, he set out to build a career that would elevate him to the top of his field. His career spanned more than 5 decades, during which he became a trusted advisor, formidable litigator, and one of the most sought-after defense attorneys in the country. Black's most famous work came in the form of high-profile criminal defense cases that tested not just his legal prowess, but his ability to manage complex and often controversial situations. He was perhaps best known for defending Rush Limbaugh, the influential conservative radio host. During a high-stakes prescription drug case in the 2000s, his expert handling of the case resulted in a favorable resolution for Limbaugh, solidifying Black's reputation as one of the nation's top criminal defense attorneys. Another of Black's defining cases came in his defense of Helio Castroneves, the celebrated Brazilian race car driver. Castroneves was accused of tax evasion, and Black's legal strategy helped secure an acquittal, a victory that reaffirmed his standing as an attorney who could navigate even the most challenging of cases. Throughout his career, Roy Black became known for his tenacity, his unyielding dedication to his clients, and his meticulous attention to detail. He was a master of courtroom drama, able to think on his feet, craft persuasive arguments, and turn the tide in his favor when it seemed impossible. His reputation was built not just on his wins, but on his ability to maintain integrity and professionalism in the face of the highest pressure. But Roy was more than just a courtroom star. He was a mentor and a teacher, using his vast knowledge and experience to shape the careers of countless young attorneys. He was a fierce advocate for justice, a proponent of civil liberties, and an individual who believed that every person, regardless of their fame or status, deserved a fair defense. His influence extended beyond the courtroom as he taught and wrote about legal strategy and ethics, contributing significantly to the broader legal community. Roy's passion for law was evident in everything he did, and it made him not just a lawyer, but a figurehead in the world of American jurisprudence. He was a pioneer, an advocate for the rights of the accused, and a protector of the principles of fairness upon which the legal system is built. Rest in peace, Roy Black. Your impact on American law cannot be overstated. You not only defended your clients, you defined what it means to be a master of the craft. Your legacy will live on in every courtroom, in every case where justice is sought, and in the hearts of all those whose lives you touched through your guidance, your brilliance, and your unwavering commitment to the law. You were a titan in your field, and your mark on history will never fade. The world has lost an artist whose name will forever echo in the annals of hip-hop. Rufus Lee Cooper III, known to the world as Young Noble, passed away at the age of insert age, leaving behind a legacy of resilience, creativity, and unwavering loyalty to his roots. As the last outlaw, personally chosen by Tupac Shakur, Young Noble's life and music were a testament to the raw spirit of hip-hop and the power of brotherhood, loyalty, and authenticity. Born on November 8, 1978, in Sierra Madre, California, Noble's early life took him across California and New Jersey, where he was shaped by a mix of cultures, urban landscapes, and the struggles of growing up in environments that demanded resilience. From a young age, Noble had a love for music that would define his entire existence. His talent as a lyricist, his sharp flow, and his ability to capture the truth of his surroundings quickly set him apart from others in the burgeoning hip-hop scene. But it wasn't until the mid-90s that Noble's life would change forever. In 1996, Tupac Shakur, one of hip-hop's most iconic and revolutionary figures, personally chose Young Noble to join the legendary outfit. As the group's newest member, Noble not only added his voice to the powerful collective but also carried the mantle of Tupac's message of defiance, survival, and fighting for justice. Young Noble's contributions to the outfit were immense. He wasn't just a rapper, he was a storyteller, a poet, and a voice of the people. His lyrics resonated with the struggles of the streets, but also with hope, loyalty, and the undying desire for success despite the odds. Tracks like Baby Don't Cry and Hit 'Em Up showcased Noble's ability to seamlessly flow with the group, adding his unique voice to some of hip-hop's most memorable moments. Beyond his time with the Outlaws, Young Noble was an artist in his own right. His solo projects, including The Art of War and Outlaw, cemented his place as a significant figure in hip-hop's evolution. His rhymes spoke about more than just survival. They spoke about strength, family, and a deep loyalty to the legacy of Tupac Shakur. Young Noble was also known for his authenticity. He didn't just play the part of a rapper, he lived the life that he rapped about. Whether he was in the studio or on the streets, he was true to himself and to the culture that shaped him. He was unapologetic in his pursuit of his truth and his music, refusing to let anyone define who he was or what he represented. Throughout his career, Noble never wavered from his mission to honor Tupac's legacy and to continue the fight for the voiceless, the oppressed, and the marginalized. His music was a call to arms for the real, for the ones who lived in the shadows but still had a story to tell. His unwavering loyalty to the Outlaws and his commitment to keeping Tupac's spirit alive made him an irreplaceable part of hip-hop history. Rest in peace. Young Noble, you were more than a rapper, you were a warrior, a storyteller, and a true son of the streets. You carried the legacy of Tupac with pride, passion, and loyalty, and your music will forever resonate in the hearts of those who understand the power of truth and resilience. The Outlaws may be scattered, but your voice will forever remain part of the tapestry of hip-hop. And as long as the music plays, your legacy lives on. Forever, a last outlaw.